for joining me on SusiePoos' channel. Before we start, I want to say thank you so much for anybody that has subscribed, has liked or viewed our videos. It means a lot to me that you've done that, and when I look back at my videos and I see that people have watched them, it means the world. So thank you so much. Okay, so today's video is about me dismantling pallets and helping you understand how the best ways are to do it with the simplest of tools. Now, not everybody might not have a pallet breaker. A pallet breaker is a tool designed specifically to break pallets apart. And I've used one in the past. In my opinion, I don't get along with them as well as other people might have. I find that the simple tools that I will show you are the best for dismantling from the pallets that I've done myself. I've dismantled a lot of pallets in the last year or so. I've done various projects ranging from fencing to borders. I've done my own kitchen worktop. I've done chairs. And these are just a few examples of what you can do if you dismantle pallets and get the best from your wood. Now, the key is to find the weak points in the pallets. The pallets, when they have the weak points, you knock the weak points out and then it should just fall to pieces. So let's not mess about anymore. Let's get on with the video and I'll show you how to dismantle a pallet for my best friend Susie. Okay, let's go. The tools that you need today are simply a club hammer like this. Now, this is a good example of Susie getting her to get under control before we start. Okay, Susie, good girl, Susie. Come on, over here. Good girl. So when a dog barks, I know this is slightly off topic, but when a dog barks, they're just doing a good thing. They're letting you know that someone's around, and you should never be angry at a dog for barking. A dog barks to communicate with you, to let you know what's happening around. Now, she probably spotted something I wasn't aware of and she's just letting me know. And I just say thank you, put it back in her spot, and we carry on with the video. As simple as that. Thank you, Susie. Good girl. Okay, so you want a simple club hammer like this, and then you want a claw hammer. Now this hammer, the club hammer, this will be used to do the brunt of the force. You want to be knocking the weak points out. The weak points are the blocks. Now this is what I will call a standard pallet. This is what you'd find at most pallet places and stuff like that. It's just very simple. It's got blocks in the middle that the nails go through, and we want to be hitting these blocks out. And when we hit the blocks out, the pallet generally falls to pieces. And you want to use your big hammer for this. Now, before we get on, let me show you another example of the pallets that you don't want to get. I've done a lot of pallets, and I wanted to take one apart the other day, and it's just so difficult because it had so many nails in, and it had been built in such a way. So if you see these pallets, try and avoid them. You want to get the ones that have thinner slates like this. And generally it'll be easier for you to dismantle. So let me show you what the other pallet looks like. Hope you can see this from here. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nails holding the blocks in place, and this is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and 1, 2, 6 there again. Where when I dismantle this one, you'll see it's got less because it's the structure is a lot smaller, so they won't need as many nails. Where these have got big slats. So try and avoid these at all costs because you'll be spending more time than anything. Let the hammer do the work. You want to be knocking these blocks off. Okay. So that's one block out. So let's not mess about anymore. Next one. You see, it just come to pieces, guys. And that's from knocking one block off. There's one. And these are the slats that you can use for your various projects. There's one. That was already broke. Knock it off again. You see? Now there's two nails holding these into place, and it's so much easier. got to give it a bit of oomph. Okay, I think this is the easiest part. Knocking this is the weak link. This will just break everything. Just aim for the bricks. Now, some come with like a sawdust, like a compacted sawdust, and these are wooden bricks. These are good for burning. This is like a compacted sawdust, and when you hit these, rather than come out a hole, they kind of crumble. That's snow, but they just crumble to pieces. It crumbles. So they're much easier, but sometimes you can't choose when you're limited to how many pallets you've got. Generally, so the claw hammer will come in use when we want to get these, the ones that are stuck on with a few more nails where the blocks aren't attached. There you can see Susie, she's there. Like I said, I don't mind. She's allowed to go anywhere in this plot. Put these over here. You don't want Susie to stand on the nails. Okay. I'm going to show you the whole video so you don't get confused and you understand the whole steps to all the process, and understanding your pallet and listening out for noises that you might hear that is giving you, like if you're hitting it here and it starts cracking or this and that, and what to do if you come across that, because you want to make the most from your pallets. You don't want to be breaking as much as possible. Every single piece of wood on this pallet can be used for something for you to create, and you don't want to be breaking them. Now, some pallets come with broken wood on it, and you can't do anything about that, guys. But what you can do is preserve the wood that you've got on your pallet and make the most of it. So, I'm taking you through every step. Another piece gone. These really do come out easily when you give them a bit of a whack. Okay, the ones that are attached on maybe about a little bit, they can just wiggle off. Listen out for the cracks. Any kind of cracking, stop. Just wiggle a little bit. It's all about a feel. Feel for the wood. Yeah, there we go. Again. Another piece. There's another piece out. To the moment, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of wood that have not been broke. So now there's two ways of doing this. This one at the moment is broke, so this will snap. I can't do anything about that. That's just the way it is. So you either hit, so where they're joined on, these are only got small nails in, otherwise they'll come out the other side, and you don't want that. So you can hit it with a hammer. This will prise it away from the wood it's attached to. So that one's come out. Can't hear any cracking. Okay. Gentle hits. Don't be thumping it. Now I don't want to break it. So now this is where your claw hammer comes in. If it's not giving way, this is where your claw hammer comes in. So you use your claw hammer, wrap it around, give it a whack in. Give it a oomph out. And there we go. There's one. one was snapped, guys. It happens. I probably shouldn't have done that. I want to show you what does happen if you snap them. That's snapped. But hey ho, that's just one. I'm not going to show you the best bits, I'm going to show you what happens when things do go wrong. That one came out really easily. Yeah. Sometimes they just don't give way, you just need to be patient, going backwards and forwards, and eventually they give way. So where I'm hitting is here, here, here and here, the different points. Being a bit more careful this time, not to snap it. Gentle does it. Easy. Give a little knockout. Okay. Now for the final one, the final piece of wood when it's stuck on with the nails, you want to gently just keep doing it, keep moving it bits and further, and you hear a little crack, then you know it's coming out of the wood. It's easy just to get a claw hammer, but sometimes just wiggling about, get it loose, and then you can pull it out. So we're coming to the final stages now. I said this one's cracked, and if I do hit this, it probably will, but I want to salvage the most of it as possible. But anyway, let's carry on. Now, these are small parts. Let's complete it now. There we go. Okay. The final pieces should just crumble together. But do you see the importance of hitting them blocks out? A lot of people might start, I don't know, trying to lever these out just by themselves and not say crack the pallets. But I tell you, aim for the bricks, the wooden bricks in the middle, knock them out, and you stand the best chance of breaking your pallet apart, disassembling your pallet without breaking your pallet itself, the wood, the precious wood that you might need to use for your DIY projects. Don't mess around. Right, here we go. And this is going to come in so handy. And the last one, as simple as wiggling it around and then knocking it out. There we go. Thank you so much for watching the video. Remember to look after your dogs. They rely on you so much, and to be a pack leader to them and to guide them in their ways, they understand and they appreciate so much. Okay, thank you and all the best, and until next time, bye bye.